So if you're looking for a budget bike pannier system, look no further to the KEMIMOTO 3-in-1 bike system.
Alright, so taking it out of the box, there's only 3 things. There's the 2 side bags, the top bag, and then the instructions.
Alright, so I'm going to do a time lapse of trying to figure out how to put this thing together in real time so you guys can see like actually how long it takes to set up.
To start the assembly, you got to put in these plastic inserts to give it a little structure. And then from there, you can strap it onto the bike frame pretty easily.
Alright, so I ran into a small problem. There were supposed to be these like loops that connect this to the rack, but they didn't include them in the package. So, I mean, I have these like things that I could use for it, but it's just like kind of annoying that they didn't include the like little loops. You know, not the end of the world, you can use zip ties too, but it's just something to be aware of.
And then from there, you just secure the sides and you're pretty much done.
Now this, compared to what I had before, this is definitely an upgrade because I was using the Bontrager 3-in-1, so kind of the same setup as this. It had 2 side compartments and then a middle compartment right here, kind of like, you know, this back one and then the top. The only problem is halfway through my trip, the rack broke, and this bag was only really compatible with the Bontrager rack. As you can see, there's really no way to mount this on the rack, and I had to like mess with it forever to get it to like stick on there. With this, you can fit it on any rack and no problem. You know, it goes on there lickety split. Another thing is that yes, it comes with a pack cover, but it only covers the top of the bag, versus the pack cover for this one covers the entire thing. And another bonus of the KEMIMOTO is that it has removable backpack. So what I had to do is I had to have like a tiny backpack stored inside of my pannier bag. So I had to take it out every time. I had to take all my things out, put it in, and then go, you know, wherever I needed to go. With this, you can just have everything on top of here, and when you're ready to remove all of it, it only takes 6 clips to get it off. Now, first thing, I have to say I'm very surprised that every single one of the zippers on this whole bag, they're waterproof. Now, I'm not used to that. I'm used to maybe, you know, this top one being waterproof or some of the main compartments being waterproof, but no, every single zipper on this bag, they're all waterproof, which is awesome. One thing I will say is I love that they included these like, I don't know what you call them, shock cords on the front of the bag, because so many times throughout the trip, you're gonna like need to stuff random things in your bag, and usually there's not really a good pocket, especially if it's something big that is not going to fit in the pockets. And these shock cords are great to just kind of, you know, stuff in whatever you want. And it looks like, you know, this is a pretty large shock cord that you can stuff a bunch of stuff into. So I'm really glad they included this. Now, I try to be somewhat critical of all the products I review. So I'll go into some of the things I don't like. Now, for this bag in particular, I wish they had included some sort of laptop sleeve inside. You know, you might put something else in there, might scratch up your laptop, and when you're riding, it'll kind of bounce up and down, and the laptop is not going to be in a secured pocket. I guess it's not the biggest deal ever if you're going to put other stuff in here, because then it'll kind of keep it in place, but it would have been nice to just see like a little sleeve right here just to put your laptop into. Also, this is a little nitpicky, but they could have probably added some sort of expandable little extra zipper here. It might have cost more money, so it makes sense why they didn't put it in here, but it would have been cool to see maybe another expandable zipper so you could make, you know, more space in here if you wanted to pack some more things. Another thing that's really annoying is these little flaps that come over the zipper. I think this is to prevent rain from coming in, which is awesome that, you know, they're trying really hard to make it waterproof. But what happens is when you're zipping the bag, it kind of gets like snagged on this little part, and it's really kind of finicky to open and close the zippers. I honestly don't really see a point in having this flap because you already have the waterproof zippers, and if it's really raining that bad, you just throw on the pack cover. Now, the build quality is actually surprisingly really good. For $60, you get this full system, and it's all really nice nylon shell. Looks like it'll hold up. I mean, I don't really see any part of this falling apart anytime soon. You know, besides that, there's nothing really crazy about this pannier system. I mean, it's like less than $60. I don't know what you are expecting it to do. But for that price, it's actually really, really good. And it's built pretty well too. I mean, would see myself riding another tour with this, and I might, so you guys better stay tuned for that.